12 jurors and 2 alternates who heard just 3 days of testimony in a high-profile Travis County criminal trial are set to get $27,000 each in jury duty fees.
That's a grand total of almost $375,000 unexpectedly coming due to Travis County. Now, this is in the case of former Williamson County Sheriff Robert Chody and a former assistant county attorney. Prosecutors accuse them of evidence tampering in the controversial death of Javier Ambler in 2019. Charges they deny.
Senior reporter Tony Plahetsky is here to explain the judge's unusual decision. Good evening to you, Tony.
And good evening to both of you. The judge overseeing the case issued that order concerning juror pay last week after prosecutors officially dismissed charges against Chody and attorney Jason Nassour after 6 years. This is an unprecedented payment and adds to what has already been an extremely complicated and controversial case. Here's how we got here. The trial against Chody and Nassour began in August 2024. Prosecutors accused them of taking steps to ensure that reality TV show footage was destroyed in the death of Javier Ambler back in 2019. But even before the trial started, their attorney said federal law blocked them from seizing the video, as well as barred their prosecution on state charges. On the third day of the trial, prosecutors said Judge Karen Sage made a ruling that gutted their case, and they announced that they were appealing to a higher court. The judge then ordered a recess and told jurors that they should be prepared to return to trial at any time, but that appeal lasted almost 2 years. When prosecutors finally dropped the case last week, attorneys for Chody and Nassour argued that jurors should be paid because they were never officially dismissed and that the total amount they served was not just those 3 days of testimony, but 457 days, minus weekends and holidays, that they were still sworn in, having to follow rules and waiting. The judge agreed. But Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza called the payments absurd and said jurors should only be compensated for the 3 days that they actually heard evidence. That total, about $175 each. The money will come from the Travis County Clerk's Office, which has about $500,000 left in its budget for juror pay right now. But Mark and Quita, that has to last through the month of September.
And somehow that has to be refilled. Tony, you've talked to experts nationally who study juries. And so what you've heard, has anything like this happened before anywhere?
No. Experts we talked to said they had never heard of a similar situation like this, but one expert did point out that jurors were on call for that period of time, so she believes they should be compensated in some way. But other experts say that this $27,000 is really not appropriate for this set of circumstances.
Okay, so Tony, is this ruling set in stone, or are there any other options, legal or otherwise, that the DA's office can use to not pay that much money to each juror?
So we talked to Travis County District Clerk Velva Price. She is the one who said that she is reviewing this order at this time. There is likely consultation going on with the Travis County Attorney's Office. Whether or not this money will ultimately be paid is something of an open question. But as we sit here right now, there's no real movement, at least yet, to block those payments of $27,000 from going to those jurors, 12 jurors and 2 alternates, so a total of 14 people.
And that's amazing. Tony, before I let you go, any idea what happens to the juror pool coffers?
Well, that money will likely cause the county to go deeper into its pockets if that budget is drained in the next few months.
All right, our senior reporter Tony Plahetsky with the latest for us. Thank you, Tony. Robert Chody and Jason Nassour are now suing over what they call prosecutorial misconduct and wasted taxpayer dollars tied to the evidence tampering case.
And just last week, they announced a civil rights lawsuit against the Williamson County and Travis County district attorneys.
Chody and Nassour say that they were the subjects of a baseless, politically motivated criminal prosecution that destroyed their lives. Their attorney argues they were never in possession of the live PD footage, calling the accusations against them a crime that was legally impossible. We've reached out to both district attorney offices for comment on the lawsuit. We have not yet heard back. Now, all of this goes back to the death of Javier Ambler. In March of 2019, Williamson County deputies pursued him because he failed to dim his headlights. The TV show Live PD was filming, and deputies tased him multiple times. In 2024, a jury acquitted 2 deputies who were charged with manslaughter for his death. And in 2021, Williamson County settled a wrongful death lawsuit with Ambler's family for $5 million.